All right, so we are going to make a purchase. Going to Springfield, Missouri to pick up a mud mixer, concrete mixer. I could order one, but these people seem to be selling them for a little bit better price than what you can get ordering them online. And also, I haven't really gone on like a trip or a drive in a pretty long time, so kind of just wanted to go on a longer drive. I think it's an hour 55. Also, I saw a meme a couple months ago where someone was saying that you can always pick out an American in a foreign country because they always measure distance by time. I guess other people don't do that, but I have my entire life. When someone asks me how far away something is, I tell them the amount of time it takes to get there, not the actual distance. It's always like, oh, it's a 5-minute drive or it's a 30-minute drive. And then like just now I said it's about a 2-hour drive. Apparently they don't do that in other countries. It's getting a little stormy looking. I'm a little bit north of Branson now. Drove through a little bit of rain. We'll see what it ends up being like. But Springfield's 10 miles. I think I checked the GPS a minute ago. It said I was only like 20-something minutes away from where I'm going. Yeah, this is a switch up. And it sure is low visibility. This is a bad spot for it to hit too, right as we're going through all this road construction. It's really not like a heavy, well, I mean, obviously it is a heavy downpour, but I don't know, it's just so dense. It's really hard to see. All right, that was literally like 2 minutes ago. Now it looks like this. It's a really consolidated storm, I guess. Big enough to be worth bringing my truck all the way up here.
Let's make sure we don't. Oh, hold on. Let's keep that back out. Those staples are from the box side. I don't want to tear up here. Okay. Oh, yeah, so yeah, look handles.
Well, it might just fit on its side, too.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, if you're comfortable, I say. I just see how hard.
Yeah, I know. It's probably. Let's just see if it'll go in there on its side.
Like,
Yeah.
We're going to tear up all of these.
That's funny, but you don't see that very often.
No. Like it was made for it.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Thank
All
you
right.
so much,
I
sir.
appreciate
Hey,
it.
if you need another one or something, let us know. I can get you more. So keep it in mind. All right.
Well, that fills up the back seat pretty well. So this place is just called General Rental here in Springfield. If anyone's interested in the area and wanting to buy one of these. He said he's always got a bunch in stock, or he's always getting more in stock, and he rents them. Do a lot of other rental stuff. But good deal on this, because this was the mud mixer, plus the extension hopper, plus the little extended chute for $3,500. And I think they're more than that just for the mud mixer online. I'm not completely sure, but you definitely can't get all that for that cheap. I'm not really sure how he's doing it. I don't know if he's buying them in bulk and getting a discount or what, but it's worth the extra drive to get it. These 2 boxes here, that one and the smaller one. He said everyone he rents them out to usually ends up buying one. He said usually someone will rent it for like a day and then ask if they can have it for like 2 more days, then ask if they have it for a week, and then they're like, oh, I actually got another job I can use it on next week, and then by the 3rd week they're like, how much would it cost to just buy this thing off of you? So he said it's definitely seems to be the best to just start off buying it, which there was no one around me that rented them. That's why I went ahead and bought one right off the bat. Yeah, I think it'll be a good addition to the property. All right, so we're back and here's everything. The big box and this box are the typical 2 that you get when you order the mud mixer. This is the extended hopper and the extended chute. So I'm hoping there's not a ton of assembly with this thing. Kind of scarred from all my Harbor Freight products. Everything from China always comes as disassembled as it possibly can. Not sure how those go together, but fortunately that doesn't look like too much assembly. And then this is the extension hopper. I wouldn't think there'd be much assembly with this because it's basically just a... Gonna have a lot of extra cardboard and styrofoam laying around. Looks like no assembly here. This is just a complete unit. That's nice. This is where I expect to see some assembly because those are just the add-ons. This is the small box that comes with the big box. Oh yeah. Hate to see that hardware bag. Not too much in there though. Maybe it's just putting the wheels on. I've watched no videos of the assembly. Wow, they actually say Mud Mixer on the tire. They have their own tires. So it looks like wheels, an axle, and a plate. A big metal plate. This is a whole lot heavier duty than anything you ever get from Harbor. You never buy anything from Harbor Freight and it like weighs that much. Alright, let's see what's in the big box. I'm gonna have such a pile of trash. I can't tell what that's hooking on. Ugh. Okay, that's everything out of the box. Let me get some of this trash organized. Alright, so the instructions don't look too bad. I think there's only 8 steps in the entire assembly. The first step is flipping this thing over onto its top. It says to put it on top of a piece of cardboard, but I mean it's going to get all scuffed up when you're pouring concrete in there anyway. So this is a bushing, apparently. I was really hoping I could memorize the way that all went, but I have not remembered. Why'd they make that so long if they were going to put a nylon nut with it? Okay, so now this is like that. I don't think I would have ever figured that out on my own. Alright, they sent 1 washer per bolt. I'm going to put the washer on the pipe side. So I feel like that's probably more likely to get crushed. It's just flat, thick steel on the other side. Man, it rained for just like 2 minutes a second ago, and that made it so humid. Now I need to flip this thing over with all the bolts loose without smashing or killing myself. Oh, I could put the axle in actually. And if you're curious, the grease zerk side goes to the inside. There's a little offset, like a flange that sticks off the inside that keeps the tires pushed out far enough that they don't rub on these bars on the inside. Learned that from the one video I watched on this before I bought it. Still don't know where the spring goes. They send a spring with it. Oh, I wonder if that... Alright, so in the picture it looks like this is how they did it. I imagine it doesn't matter too much. Alright, safest way to do this, probably this way. scrape that up too bad. And then now I think it's just this. If you're wondering why I'm not tightening anything down in the beginning, it's because I've learned my lesson. I'm putting stuff together the wrong way and tightening everything down, and then you gotta take it all back apart, and then it's twice as hard as it needs to be. All right, that's all the hardware. So I wonder, does the extended hopper just... I see it has holes. Does it just sit on there? Always? I don't see holes in the machine. I guess I'll have to look into that. It didn't come with any instructions or hardware. And then the chute extension also came with no hardware or instructions. Okay, so you can do that to... I see. So you don't actually have to take this pin back off to get that off. Can you guys tell? I did plenty of research before this purchase. I literally watched like I think 2 videos and I was like, yeah, I want to try that thing. Well, I guess that's it. Don't need these anymore. I'll get my socket set and tighten all that stuff down. Alright, so I kept looking at this guard that it comes with, and I watched a video. I finally had to break down and look it up. And this is supposed to be a replacement for this, but this is the same as this one. So I guess they usually come with a different guard on there, or maybe they used to come with a different guard, and then now they just send this one that has the notches. Anyway, so this is an extra. I guess if that one ever gets messed up, I can swap it out. I wish I had something small that I could do a little test video on to show you guys, but I think my first project with it is going to be a pretty big one, because it's going to be my retaining wall project. I'm going to be using it over here on my retaining wall and ditch project. But I expect to be to that pretty soon, so you'll get an opportunity to see it in action here in the next week, I would say. But just to go over it real quick, this is where you adjust your water mixing ratio. Right there is where it sprays the water out the 2 hoses. Hook up your water hose right there. I didn't realize it had this little spray hose tube, but I'm sure that'll be nice for cleaning it up and stuff. Extended hopper makes it hold 300 pounds, or gives it the capacity to hold 300 pounds worth of bagged concrete. If you guys have never seen these, this is for ripping the bag. That way you can just drop the bag onto it, tears it in half, and you can pull the sides out and it all drops down in there. Yeah, hope you guys are excited as I am to see this thing used. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.